Morning, guys. Chris here again. Wanted to say hello to everybody and give them kind of an update on how things are going. We've had some good news this past couple of weeks, and especially yesterday. Garuda Ghost has made an appearance again, so he's doing all right and he's back in action, and we're all happy to see that he's doing okay. A few of us were very worried about him, and we're testing out some new gear in the car. Hopefully the audio's still okay. I know the camera is going to be shaky a bit, but it's not really about what you see, it's about what we're talking about. And you can have a look at some of the area that I live in, which is pretty nice. Could use a little more snow for snowmobiling. So yeah, just wanted to say welcome back to Garuda. Glad you're okay, buddy. We all are. And wanted to share a little story with you from this morning. I send out friend requests to mutual friends sometimes on Facebook, and one of them accepted today. A young woman, well, 38, from the East Coast, which is my home area, and within, well, if you know how Facebook works, when somebody accepts your friend request, you see a bunch of their posts right away on your wall. And a few of them are, well, not great. She seems to be very bipolar. One's good, five's bad, one's good, five's bad, kind of thing like that. But her latest one was about having no family and being alone, which, I didn't make any rude comment on. I just basically pointed out very simple facts, which were that when you destroy the nuclear family, you break a chain. We all lose our parents and our siblings, but we have our own children, our own husbands and wives, or we used to, and we built our own family, and our children did the same. That was the chain. But when they destroyed the nuclear family, that's over. So, I just posted basically a small comment saying, this is what happens. Well, that didn't go over too well. Within 5 minutes, she had reposted about 10 different comments about how I'm, a little boy, the basic trigger words, I'm some kind of drug addict, without ever looking into it. She just kind of went off the deep end, because logic and common sense is not really something you could use with you. So, we were only friends for about 2.5 hours on Facebook. So the end of it was, I basically pointed out the simple fact that, you're just dealing with the consequences of your piss poor decisions. And the reason you have no family around is because you didn't build a family. You had hot girl summers for as long as you could. And when the Chads and Tyrones didn't want to come around anymore, you're going to die alone. Just like most women nowadays are going to end up dying alone with their cats and dogs. Oh well, tough shit. But that didn't go over well. So one of her last comments that she made was basically giving me a play-by-play of her facts of life, that she had 2 children and was carrying her third, which is kind of odd because in the previous post she was drinking wine at a very small table in what looked like a pretty shitty house. So, it kind of doesn't make a lot of sense. You're either happy with how your life turned out or you're not. Clearly she's not, but she's saying she is. So, what do you do? But, so basically she has 2 children that are grown out of the house, totally fine. Single, but yet pregnant, not so fine. So basically she's just carrying on the chain of single motherhood all over again, and I guess the Chad that knocked her up didn't want anything to do with her and the kid in the end. So she obviously wasn't looking to him for a relationship or marriage, because once again, She went about it ass backwards. Instead of making a commitment to a family or a family unit and then having children, she just basically played it loose and easy and got knocked up, and now I guess the dude doesn't want her. Big surprise. But in the end, I basically made a last comment saying, you know, it doesn't seem like you're happy with the consequences of your bad decisions. And of course, that little bit of truth was too much to handle, and she unfriended me and blocked me. So I call that a win. That was like my morning cup of coffee with my morning cup of coffee. Double win. So yeah, a couple other things I wanted to mention is I'm not one for standalone videos, obviously, but I'd like to start having detailed conversations with you guys, and a lot of our brothers in the manosphere and the mgtow community, the red pill community, whatever you want to call it, just to give them a chance to come on and say hello. Maybe give us some details of their story, what works for them, how they're dealing with things right now with the pandemic going on, and to hopefully keep this chain going. I mean, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for some of our mgtow community out there. I mean, if it wasn't for like Terrence Pop and Sandman and Hammerhand, you know, Undead Chronic, the first people that I found, Think Before You Sleep, good group. I mean, I would probably be in a very worse position right now if I would be here at all. And really, that's kind of what I'm hoping we can change with mgtow becoming more mainstream. I'm not a monk, but it's fine if you are. I'm not black pilled, but that's fine if you are too. I mean, out of all of our different branches of the same organization or philosophy or system or whatever you want to call it, I mean, the only ones that really worry me are PUAs. I don't think pickup artists really have the best intentions of men in their mind. I really don't. So, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm hoping to have a few people on. I would definitely like to reach out to Garuda Ghost again and see if he'll come on for a chat. I know we have one stream up together, but I'd like to do another one. I'm working on James Vaughn Maxwell, but I can't keep him sober. So he wandered off. But he did a video today with Hammerhand, which was pretty awesome. And yeah, I mean, really, I'd like to have a conversation with any of you guys. You're more than welcome to reach out to me, and I can provide you my email. We can go from there. And yeah, let's keep it red pill, guys, because mgtow saves lives. It really does. I'd go as far to say, and I have said in the past, mgtow has saved more lives than the suicide hotline. And what we're doing is working, because more young men are not falling for the same lies over and over again. And that's great, because they won't have to go through what some of us have gone through. We've lost a lot of people to self-deletion. And, you know, if we try to talk about it, it's censored, which fucking is just stupid. We can't have a platform without speaking in certain riddles and codes, but yet everybody else can do whatever they want. And if you ask me, it's just a stupid, an unfair system that we need to break a chain of. I know a lot of us are moving over to alt tech like mgtow.tv and Odyssey and things like that. I'm still figuring out how YouTube works, so it's going to be a while before I'm over there. But hopefully I can get my StreamYards up and running this week, and we can definitely have some guests on. I may reach out to Reverend 20 Priest, see if he would like to come on. He's offered to help out. And yeah, any of you guys want to just have a chat, go over a few details. I'm a single dad. I'm a divorcee. You know, I went through a fucking shitty divorce. I've got 3 kids I haven't seen in 5 years. And basically a mother that's replaced a father and a husband with the government. So I can relate. You know, shit that's going on in Wisconsin right now is not good, and unfortunately that's where my 3 boys are. But that's a conversation for another time, and I'd love to have you guys on, even if you just want to shoot the shit about what's going on around you this past week. You know, it doesn't have to be anything major, just to keep the conversations going and keep adding content to the manosphere. I'm all in. So if you guys want to say hello, just shoot me a message. Thanks. We'll talk to you guys later.